Brendam Docks is the busiest place to be on the island of Sodor. From time to time, scores of freight and passenger deliveries were being made every day of every year. However, Cranky the Crane never gets any rest. He works all the time. And basically, the only things that keep him company are the sounds of engines and freight coming and going as they please.
Come along now! Hurry, hurry, hurry!
And the sounds of swarming seagulls that would sometimes settle on his arm at night. This would explain as to why Cranky was always cranky. One day, Cranky was working his usual hardest, lifting and loading cargo right into their proper places when Edward arrived. "Well, here I am, Cranky," said Edward. "Do you think you can unload me, please?"
"I'm sorry, Edward, but I've got too much to do today. Besides, you know how tough life can be when it comes to being a crane, do you?" Alright, I'm coming! But you'll have to wait your turn. Some of us cranes need to take our time, you know! Come on, Cranky! I haven't got all day, you know.
Okay, Cranky, it's time to give us our delivery.
Yeah, give us our delivery, Cranky!
Soon, all of the engines were blowing their whistles loudly. Finally, Cranky snapped. So much so that he swung his arm around and dropped the pipes onto the tracks.
That's it! Everyone stop!
Luckily, no one was hurt, but everyone was very cross.
Oops. Sorry for the outburst, sir. I didn't mean to cause that much trouble.
Thank you for the offering, Cranky. Normally I would say that you've made a terrible mess with that train accident. But I can see, too, that you'll be needing some help here.
Help? I don't need help. Why, I'm doing just fine, if you know what I mean.
Well, we'll see about that. The next day, the Fat Controller gathered all of his engines for a crisis meeting. Thomas, on the other hand, was puzzled.
So, what's the purpose of this meeting again?
Asked Thomas. I don't know, said Oliver, but I did hear that the Fat Controller wants to have a word with us. Well, here he is, in the flesh, concluded Duck. Yes, indeed. Now, I think it's time that we discuss the subject about patience and virtues. Cranky the Crane needs to deliver your trains one at a time, and we must come up with a necessary plan to keep moving forward during working hours. Any answers?
I propose, said James, that we give Cranky a little rest for a while. You know, give him some Cranky time. Maybe listen to some Elliott Smith and go on strike.
That's funny. Coming from an engine who complains about his appearances when he's covered in soot and filth, and has once gone on strike with Gordon and Henry, claiming that tender engines don't shunt? Anyone else? The other engines began to think of new plans, but they didn't know what.
I think I know how to solve the problem.
I don't believe this! Daisy, what are you doing here?
Well, truth be told, I think it's a long story, but I'll tell it anyway.
Hiya, Philip. What you got here, sweetie? Oh, hiya, Daisy.
The Fat Controller has ordered me to take these old traffic signals to the scrapyard. The workmen are putting up new ones to avoid traffic situations.
Why, that's perfect. We can use those old signals, give them new repairs, and bring them to Brendam Docks for Cranky the Crane.
Well, when you put it that way, I don't see why not. Looks like the other engines are going to be really surprised when I tell them.
The Fat Controller thought that Daisy's plan was a wonderful idea. And soon, Cranky's surprise would be put to action. Back at the docks, everything was very quiet. There were fewer engines coming and going, but not too many at once. Suddenly, without warning, a surprise was coming to Cranky.
Huh? Daisy? What are you doing here? What's with the workmen? Is there something wrong?
Actually, these workmen have come today to put up new signals.
I don't understand.
What he means is, these signals will depend on which engine gets to have a turn with their train, while the other has to wait. That would be much easier for you, now would it?
Cranky grinned. He couldn't help but thank Daisy and the Fat Controller for the support that they've given him.
Okay, Cranky, we're ready to be unloaded. Yeah, we're ready to be unloaded.
I wouldn't say that if I were you. Thank you, Cranky.
Thank you, Cranky! Well, I better get going. Goodbye now.
Okay, Cranky, we've been very patient, but where's our delivery? Yeah, when are you gonna give us our delivery?
I said you'll have to wait your turn. I'm just yanking you. Coming right up.